chat gone? Tools, scene collection, view, docs, chat. Is that the restream chat? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so here we go. Let's get working. Step 1, click to add title. So I can put this here. I don't have to look at myself and do this. Okay, so we've got, now if I move this out of the way though, yeah, that's fine. That's me. Click to add title. So, what am I going to say here? Part 1. Where does the, what is the core core goal from a is to engage in a process of deliberate reflection on my and core goals. One tab. Engage in deliberate self-reflection on my practice as a professional programmer. To share with a wider audience, encourage others to consider what am I doing? Engage in deliberate self-reflection. Engage, okay, core goals. Network with new ones. Share with others. Share my network with others. Share my network with others. make the oh, okay. Oh, wrong phone. Here it is. Okay, better. Sorry, I'm back for the 10 people who are currently watching. Share my network with others. Act as a super connector. Facilitate connection. Share my network. Facilitate connections. Facilitate between nodes, aka friends. I just call them friends? Is that reasonable? Between friends. They're friends. Okay. Create a community. Prove the no periods in a bulleted list if you okay. Okay. Engage. So a personal goal is to engage in deliberate self-reflection on my practice as a professional programmer. I would like to reconnect with old friends and mentors. I'd like to network with new ones. Friends and mentors. Okay. Common network with new ones. Good enough. Okay. LGTM. Share that network. Share that network. It is not my network. It is our network. Share that network with others is implied. Share that network. Facilitate connections between friends. Create serendipity. Right? That's create a community, create sympathy, create serendipity, improve lives. I actually don't care if they are around me as long as their life is better. So there you go. Create a community, encourage others. Encourage growth in others. What was this other one that I have in my... I had a buffer. I could rewind. Okay, let me do that. I will rewind. What did share... screw you, undo. What was the other thing I had in there? Is this good? There was one more cool thing. Encourage growth. Create a community. Actually, this is important. Create a community where everyone is... Create... This can be tightened. Create and create a diverse and inclusive community. Core goals. So, what else has to happen? If I'm looking at this, so what happens if I got to bring up an iPad. iPad, where are you? Wherefore art thou, iPad? Ugh. I have a second computer. I could put myself up on that. The iPad is just so convenient, though. Okay, so hold on. We'll make a new slide. Here, we'll go back to this. We'll make a new slide. Okay. Sorry, BRB. Trying to find my iPad. Heart emoji. Why are you not an emoji? PowerPoint. But I can make this very large. Here we go. 96-point font, heart. Space it right into the center. Try this. Go here. We'll do this. And then, sorry, BRB, trying to find my iPad. Okay. Trying to find my iPad. I will be right back. It's got to be upstairs somewhere. Okay, here, I'm back. Okay, I can escape that. Good news, nobody joined. Okay, so we got the iPad. We can look at my stream in my mobile dashboard to check font sizes. Let's go. So let's open Twitch. Twitch. Where are you? Let me see. I'll make sure that regardless of what's going on, we have... No, that's fine. Nobody cares. Nobody's here. Nobody's here to care. Nobody's here to not care. Okay. Also, my feet are cold, so I've got this giant, lovely blanket that I'm just going to put down and stuff my cold old man feet into so it does not feel as cold. Okay. Trying to find my iPad. I found, okay. Get the latest version of Twitch app. Can I dismiss and go just look at my dashboard? I need to see my screen. Live. Let's go here. How many viewers do you have? 1. Who is the viewer that you have? Me. Make sure this is mute. I don't want to hear myself, but actually I do later. So welcome to the chat room. Now, next up, we go back to PowerPoint. We go back to the podcast. Is the podcast. It is LGTM Shipit. Core goals. And then let's pop this into full screen and see what it looks like. Okay. I'm just waiting for this stream to catch up, by the way, so that's why I'm sitting here doing nothing for the 0 people who are watching. Dun, 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 it's getting hot in here. Oh, is it the case? Oh! Of course it's not going to update because it's not going to update because I have my OBS capturing the Excel window and not the Excel full or the PowerPoint full screen. How do I do this? What do you think? PowerPoint. So if I go to properties here, I can try. So I have here PowerPoint capture, find match title, otherwise find window of the same executable. Let's try this one. We'll go full screen again in PowerPoint and see if I can turn that into. So if I do have a real guest here, I'm not sure if you're like a bot or something, but what I'm trying to do is, I mean, I think you can see in this top corner, I've got a slide set, and it would be really nice if the slide set was, damn it. So I want it to be full screen, so it's sort of like a news program. And I am sort of checking the font size right now to make sure that on a reasonably sized Twitch screen that this stuff is readable. I already think this is too many bullets with too many words. On working, actually, it's not just about me. It isn't. It is about practice as a professional. No, but it is programming specific. So let's just raise the font and keep going. Remember how we say Shipit? You know, it looks good enough. You can always do better. So is that everything? Okay. So right there. How readable is this? How's the contrast? Can you see, what do you think of the contrast? Honestly, like this could be bigger, and that would maybe make me feel better about, no, don't move things in a template, because that's just template stuff. Okay, auto fit text to placeholder. Split text between two slides. Yes, there we go. Now, core goals. Share that now. Yeah, this is good. Here we go. Why does this one seem, I guess the thumbnail takes a while to update. Okay. Yes, now I'm just watching myself, and that is less to worry about. Core goals. Now we can raise the font here. Dun, dun, dun. Readability. Deliberate. To encourage deliberate self-reflection in professional programmers. Reconnect with old friends, comma, mentors, and comma. Reconnect with old friends, comma, mentors, and network with new ones. The obvious question being friends or mentors, the obvious answer being yes, both. Encourage deliberate self-reflection in professional programmers. That is, well, far better wording than I had before. So, core goals. What do I want? Share those reflections. Share those reflections. And in fact, share those reflections. Now we have to go a little smaller because, what do we say here? stop fitting text. Stop. Auto fit text to the placeholder. Okay. How's that look? Core goals. That's readable on Twitch, even in garbage mode, where I don't have this thing full screen. Okay. So what font size is that? That's 41. Next. Share the network. Network. Facilitate connections between, honestly, anyone. People. People. Do I have a spot? How do you do speaker notes? Right here. Speaker notes. Click to add notes. Networking is hard, and programmers often don't know how to do it very well. So what we need in the community of programmers. Okay, so facilitate connections between, let's just say it. Let's just say it explicitly. Networking is hard. This is probably its own slide, and maybe, yeah, let's just do it. Okay. Networking is hard. Highly social? Am I highly social, or am I moderately social? Am I empathic? It's not about me. What is it? The answer is that for anyone who may have just joined, this is a working session. I'm just here. This is work that I'm doing anyways. It's very lonely work with not a lot of feedback, and doing the work on an open source project in the open has a greater chance of attracting discussion earlier in the process. And so I'm just working. I'm here. I'm going to be doing this anyways. And I just feel like if somebody stops by who is the type of person who is interested in this, then it will at least break up some of the monotony of working alone, and some of the loneliness of trying to start something, of not knowing if the idea is good or not. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And so I'm trying to write the PowerPoint, the slides for the first episode, which is maybe going to be renamed Networking is Hard, because that's it. I think that's what the podcast is. I think I enjoy networking with other programmers, and I think if I can enjoy it, I can help people network by networking with them myself, but connecting them with the people that want to speak to them. And I think there's also an opportunity to find the businesses that are willing to pay to join the network. So, like, programmers get in free. Programmers, and it is about improving the lives and the practice of programmers. So by practice, I mean a professional practice. I mean, having conversations where we talk about the hard problems and the big ideas, and we get really excited about stupid stuff like, arguing over whether Smalltalk was right for basing their array index at 1 instead of 0, right? Like, just this stuff. Like, why are there 1,000 JavaScript frameworks coming out every single day? Like, I think we can have really fun and exciting and interesting conversations. And then I think an ancillary benefit, if we create a network effect of a large enough size, we can get the businesses that want to talk to programmers to pay to talk to you, and to pay me to facilitate. So the programmers who are participating in these networking events and sessions, they half are the product, but they are also the goal of the service, right? I am a programmer, and I want to be better. I need to be better. If I want to grow in my career, if I want to work faster, smarter, more efficiently, if I want to be able to prevent more business problems before they happen, I need to talk to the people who are smarter than me, and I need to talk to the people who have come up since me and are, these junior programmers come in straight out of school and they are learning things that are just standard nowadays, and I've never even heard of them. So I want to talk to everyone. I want to talk to everyone, specifically in engineering and programming, but then there is, there's the programming stack of where you get up to the level of the senior individual contributor, and then you become a manager of developers. So how do managers of developers manage developers? What do they do? How do they coach them? How do they ensure that the projects come along in the right sort of how do they make sure the programs, that the projects that are being written, the applications, come in on time, on budget, without any major quality issues? That's what the goal is. And so thanks for stopping by. If you are even here, I don't actually know if you're a human or a bot or anything, and it doesn't matter. If you are here, if you're real, you're welcome to quietly watch. You're also welcome to say hi. But thank you for joining me. Now back to work. Networking is hard. See, the nice thing about live streaming, here's another thing. The nice thing about live streaming this session is I can talk about what I want the slideshow to say in these large, expansive, breathless prose. Is it it's not poetry, but it's speaking, it's words. And then when I get back on topic, because I've followed a 5-minute tangent, I can actually go to the YouTube live stream that is saved on, and I can watch it back, and I go, oh yeah, I left that out because I forgot. Because anyways, so there are multiple value propositions to just live streaming the work as I do the work. So that's the story. Let me see now. Again, networking is hard. So is writing presentations. Let's face it. Let's leave out let's, just say face it. Oops. Face it. As a craft on some programmers would probably like someone to help them with the social of networking. social anxieties of networking. I don't need to say it. Some programmers would like someone to help them with networking. Networking is hard. Social anxiety. And play a role in quiet right? Is that fair? Is that fair to say social anxieties can play a role in career stagnation? Some are perfectly but don't know what to do. Create friend a safe way, right? Think about, do you have friends you've met online? Think about it. Those are real friendships, and if we build a community that is explicitly for the education and growth of engineers, of software engineers, as professionals, so we are growing them as professionals, and we are improving the level of their overall skill, the overall value that they have within the market. But at the same time, if we continue to have discussions with each other in a safe space, we will also form the social connections. And the social connections are what will potentially lead to for the people who engage in the networking, will lead to the financial career growth that they're looking for, will lead to the larger opportunities that they are interested in. Maybe I am desperately interested in working on a Kubernetes system. Maybe I'm desperately interested in working with containerization and on Docker. And I don't know where to start. I don't know anybody that's hiring in this space, but I go on to this community, and I say to my buddy who's shown up, I say to, let's say, I don't know if I should name them because I know their username. I'm gonna do it. So there's somebody on Hacker News that I met through this already, named Chill Fox, and I say, oh, my friend Chill Fox is very good at Kubernetes, and maybe they know the types of people that are hiring in this role. And so they are a friend, and they know me, and they say, yeah, my buddy, and you just have this. It's the network effect, and we can improve people's overall happiness if you are doing what you love, and if you are doing what you are interested in and engaged in, then you will be happier. If the financial and compensation aspect of your life is improved, then that removes the stressors that are preventing you from focusing on just doing the cool shit, right? So, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are networking for people. We are creating a hub for best-in-class knowledge from experts in the field. We are helping them make connections to the other people who are similarly passionate and engaged in the career that we share. The goals of solving large problems and being fairly compensated for it. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And as such, in conclusion, networking is hard. That's not what I said. But anyways. So what's next? Communities create friendships in a safe way. Friendships are networking. Copy, paste. We are going to a new slide. How are these? I mean, in terms of Twitch, I mean, if I can read it on an iPad, I guess it's okay. I have pretty good eyes for an old guy. I wonder if people with... Well, you know what? The slides will be available in the repo as I am working on them. So, is that... And let's take this moment to do things such as new slide, range drawing. So how do I do template editing in, because I want like a footer on every page. Footer in insert design, insert footer, add-ins, comment, text box, header, and footer. There we go. So the slides are going to be data on each page, footer. We'll say MIT licensed under, no. Join us at, let's just say https://github.com/tessor/LGTM hyphen Shipit. What do you look like? Apply to all. Why do I not see the footer in the presentation? We want you to be on every single page. Okay, so let's go. Transitions, animations, slideshow, review, view, design, format, background, slide size. Ooh, custom slide, format, background. So I say here, where is Slide Master nowadays? Home. This will take a second, dear no viewers, because I don't remember where Slide Master is. You know what? I need something for sitting up a little better. This is not cutting it, but I do have my old-timey snore pillow, so maybe this will help. Maybe I get an office chair. What do we think of that? And I give up on the idea that I am the guy who streams from a couch. Maybe all of the other people who have learned the lesson to not stream from a couch know something that I don't, which is This gets really painful over time. Okay, here we go. Back, well, you know, I feel supported. That's pretty good. Let's see. Does it look at, well, you know what? Health and safety is more important than, yeah, good enough. Good enough. I really, if I am going to do this though, I really don't want to cover up my twirly-woos. Anyways, but how do I do that? I can do this. If I move just a tooch over this way, donk, donk. And that should make sure that the twirly-woos are visible in the background and I can still work. Because all of this matters when you are delivering content in a visual medium. So, what time is it? 10 o'clock. Okay. Slide master, view. Notes master, handout master, slide master. Footer, beautiful. Okay. https://github.com/Alex Chesser/LGTM Shipit. Save the master title slide and okay. Oh my God, they've given me so many layout slides. What a lovely gift. Thank you, design template. Okay. Definitely going to have to keep using this style because I never want to do this copy and paste exercise again. Oh, my life is so hard. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what I am reduced to. Oh, devastating. Oh, tears streaming down my beautiful face. Okay, we're done. Back with our I'm not happy with you, slide master. Why are they, what happens if I do this? New slide, do you have actual beep? What the actual beep? Why can I not see the footer that I just added to my slide master? Review, view, slideshow. You'd think, as someone who used to be, ruler, grid lines, guides, as someone who used to be a high school teacher, teaching people how to use PowerPoint, you would think that I knew how to do this. Why can I not see? I'm going to have to Google for that. You know what? Google's pretty good at stuff sometimes. Okay. Show slide master footer on all slides. Ta-da! Insert header and footer. Click the slide tab. Make sure the changes either apply or apply. Okay. So I go header and footer. No, we got to go back. Got to go back to the description. Click on insert, which is actually what I thought I said. Insert header and footer. Footer. Apply to all. Close. So I did not have to modify the existing, I assume, because clearly there's my slide master. Okay, close master view. There we go. Everyone who finds this will have the opportunity to make their way back to the hub. The hub is how we drive all of this. Yeah. Delicious water. Let's keep drinking. Keep drinking. So, what's next? Let's read this again. Core goals. Reconnect with old friends, mentors, and network with new ones. Encourage deliberate self-reflection in professional programmers. Share those reflections. Share those reflections. Yep, good. Create a diverse and inclusive community. Share the network. Facilitate connections. Create serendipity. Improve lives. Encourage growth. Okay. Core goals. That's better. Okay. Create a diverse. Okay. So go back here. LGTM : Shipit. And this one I can probably bump a couple of stops. Dump. Okay. Good. Core goals. Nope. I had something else there. Okay. Bam. Share the reflections. Core goals. LGTM Shipit. Let's make sure. Shipit. Core goals. Core goals. Continued. But core goals continued. Oh, super. I don't understand why I have no viewers, because I don't know. Watching somebody create a PowerPoint presentation. Wow. Like, Animal Crossing? What? What's out? Valheim? No. PowerPoint. It's the game of the century. Okay. There's a bit of dead air, but I needed to breathe. And watching myself on screen, like, happening 2 seconds later is, it's funny in a weird way. Okay. I don't do anything that isn't in a weird way, I guess. But here we are, back onto, so this guy's coming in at 41 font. This guy is coming in at 36. So bam, nope, bam, little smaller. 40. So what do I do to you? Whatever, move on, ship it. Okay. Problem to solve. This is the problem to solve. Wow, why are you not all caps like everything else? Strange. Okay. Interesting. Okay. No time. No time to explain. Problem. Oh my gosh. Okay. Try this one more time. Networking is hard. Social anxieties can play a role in career stagnation. Yes. Some comma, while capable of networking don't know what to do. Some would like help with this. Why did my title disappear? Whoa. Well, let's move you up to no. Let's just do this again. Let's just paste this in here. Paste. Problem. Networking is hard. Social anxieties can play a role in career stagnation. Some, while capable of networking, don't know what to do. That's too long. It shouldn't wrap onto 2 lines. While capable, I can remove of networking. Some, while capable, don't know what to do. Good. Some would like help with this. Communities create friendships in a safe way. Friendships are IB networking. That's a very good early statement. Copy, paste, delete up problem. Ongoing professional development is hard. Okay? Paste. Rule issues. Many taking the time to engage in self and self-reflection on requires level of um, sometimes engaging in deliberate and structured self-reflection on, and we are all hurting. Finding the time is a challenge. On professional because personal and self-reflection is that a tautology? I should have some vitamin D. 1 second. To be very clear, so one of the things that's coming out in the studies of COVID, actually, is that people who take vitamin D tend to do better. So while I have not yet had it, and I am doing everything I can to prevent it, the VOCs, the variants of concern, which is these, so there's the core virus, and then there are a few mutations that have happened. They are so much more deadly, and they are so much more transmissible that even though the vaccines are coming, they're on the, the cavalry is on its way. We need to wait. You just have to be safe. You have to be safe. And look at me. Look at me. I went into that and I didn't even cry. So that's been my week. My month. I have been regularly crying over this stuff. It's just so... No, stop! Stop, stop, stop. Work. Feel your feelings, but work. And do not put this shit on whoever stumbles into this video. Apologies if you are rewatching this on YouTube at a later date, but... okay. Engaging in deliberate and structured self-reflection on professional performance requires a level of emotional strength. Subheading, and in the current state of the world, it's maybe something that we can put aside for a bit. Okay, finding the time is a challenge. Knowing what you don't know How do you do that? How do you know what you don't know? That's the question. How do you know what you don't know? Maybe that's an interview question. Finding the time is a challenge. How do you know what you don't know? And how do you know? How do you know what to prioritize to achieve your goals? How do you know what to prioritize? Everybody, okay. I think it's important to have the full text of the first one. Finding the time is that's good enough. Okay. Problem. This one. Okay. Bam, bam. Oh, I mean, do I really need to say solution to the podcast? How do we frame it? Yeah, sure. Solution. Lower the cost of. This actually is in the wrong order. This is the real problem that leads, right? Because it is professional development is hard. Networking is hard. We move this around. Solution, lower the cost of professional development. How do we operationalize the lowering? How do we operationalize lower the cost of lower the cost of professional development, both? Okay. To a where craft masters discuss topics related to where masters discuss topics related to their craft listening to is not I'm going to tab this in. Let's say free distribution can be downloaded and listened, can be consumed while doing other tasks. Folding laundry, for example, walking to and from work, or engaging in your commute. That's a get joke, I guess. Your commute would allow free distribution. YouTube. and allow visual. YouTube can improve quality of learning. It's actually adding a visual vector can improve quality of learning, aka YouTube. So, free distribution, very low cost. Right. Adding a visual vector can improve the quality of learning. So, how do we reduce the adding a visual vector can improve quality of learning. Sending to others have internal dialogues can you can lower the emotional listening to others internal dialogues can offset can eliminate and can I say, let's split this text across 2 slides. Can I do that? I do this. Split text between 2 slides. So, podcast, free distribution, very low cost, can be consumed. Can be consumed while doing other tasks. This is much better. And we go here and we say, can I do this? Adding a visual vector, listening can eliminate emotional challenges. Listening to the wisdom of longer careers can open listening to the wisdom of can deliver insights into unknown knowns. Learn from mistakes without ever having made them. That's good. Okay, problem. Networking is hard. Is this done? So, no, we need it the other way around. Okay. Let's do this. Why do we have to tab this in? We don't, because now that we are not using it. Okay, we can go, bam, you be bigger. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Bigger, bigger. Good. Bigger, not bigger. No, 40 is all I need there. Okay. Solution. Solution. Okay, it's as good as I'm going to get. I can shorten that to the wisdom of just others can reveal the unknown unknowns. Listening to others, hearing. I can just say hearing internal dialogues can eliminate the emotional risk. There we go. Adding a visual. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Hearing internal dialogues can eliminate the emotional risk. Wisdom of others can reveal the unknown unknowns. Learn from mistakes without making them. Visual vector of delivery can improve the quality of learning. So, good. Podcast argument number 1. It will be a good thing. We have to talk about it. Okay, let's do some slide. Let's go bam, bam, bam. Make sure we have demographics of podcast listeners. What is this? The demographics of podcast listeners, the estimated size of addressable market, the amount known or estimated amounts earned comparable market. Comparables, comparable known. So known incomes. So here we go. What networking is hard. Good. Demographics of podcast listeners. Yes. Estimated size of addressable market. Comparable channels. Size of... No. Okay. So these are the topics that we will be filling in over the next few days. Demographics. Size of addressable market. Yeah. Comparable channels, known incomes. Monetization strategy. Because I will have built on the... So what am I going to say? I'm going to say, these are the problems we're going to solve. Okay, so let's structure that instead. We'll go up here. Table. What's our journey? We can do this right away. So the first thing we will talk about is the problem. So wait, what have I said up to the core goal? Okay. This is effectively it's not really this. I will need an executive summary slide. But our journey is the problem. No, okay, so no, slide number 1 is core goals. Problem. Problem number 1. Problem. Network is hard. What is this? Market analysis. Monetization strategies and case studies. Case studies. Finally, expansion good God, this is, I swear to God, if this got a VC on board, or an angel, we could do something fucking fantastic. Like really, 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 really good. There we go. Okay. Our journey to tell you what you're about to hear. It would be really nice to have a slideshow where the layout was designed where I actually had that thing, that core goals thing, as a, like, each slide of, or there was a graphic that had that, and then each section was almost like a Git playhead where there were tags. Oh, that would be a really good design. I wish I was a designer. I will have to tell people to imagine that design. It would be really cool, I think, because I mean, like, let me open up Git right here. I could do it in Git-K. This would be a super pain in the ass, but it would be really good. So, Git-K. Oh, I have to be in a registry to do that. I'm just typing, so cd/www/LGTM Shipit, and then I do Git-K. So let me show a screenshot of my, right? So, print screen. So this is just the Git-K of the repo, right? So I could do this. Let me paste this into a blank slide so all of the people who aren't watching can know what I'm talking about. So I'll just clear all of this because this isn't going to last forever. So if down the side that table of contents was like this, so what do? I would crop this, crop it so that the titles were like, assume that all of the titles are written in a way where they fit nicely. I think this would be really appealing to the types of audience. So, because on each slide, the little dot could move forward, and you can see, wouldn't that be fun? I think that would be fun. No, let me see. I'm just going to tell people what I thought would be cool, and then I won't actually do it. Or I replace this with that. That's an even better solution. So I'm going to put this here, and put this here, make that my bulleted list. And I guess from section to section, I can just make that list of commits. I think this is cute. This is cute for nerds. From a design perspective, what do you think? All of the people who aren't watching. Yes, still talking to myself. That's good. That's good. I don't mind. Here we go. For those of you who are not watching, Bill and Ted Face the Music has just arrived on Netflix. So that's also a big deal. What do we got here? I can close this sidebar. Annotate. Can I annotate? Annotate this as a to do. Insert. shapes. Where's a shapes? I want a shapes. I want an arrows. Design idea. Create new repo with the table of contents as a list in GitK. Update the play, tag certain sections, tag major sections. Okay. As the in GitK, tag major sections, re-show the screenshot with the playhead in place on every major section change. In terms of Shipit, maybe I just go live with telling people to imagine that that's what I did for the rest of the slideshow. I said, in the spirit of Shipit, I didn't do this, but I think it would be really cool if I had more time and money to, well, I guess time is money though, right? Like that's what I'm really talking about when I talk about the financial goals, is the time to be able to book the interviews. If I have the hours from 7 p.m. until 11 or midnight, it's probably going to be midnight tonight, but I am winding down in terms of energy. So from 7 till midnight, so there's 5 hours, and then I wake up maybe at 5 or 6 a.m. and I am able to work until 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is usually when my son wakes up, and then there is this sort of like march of just a pure unbroken block of chores that goes from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m., which includes things like making him breakfast to make sure he has a healthy, filling breakfast for a growing 2-year-old boy, make sure he has clean clothes for going to school, make sure, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if you are a human, you know that there are things to do in caring for children that you cannot. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. There we go. So, let's watch it so far. We say plan part 1 of 3 YouTube channel. I really want this guy to, how do I capture a full screen? I need a second screen is what I need. I wonder, can I make a second desktop in Windows? So I go Windows Alt. This is, that's the task view. So I'm going to make desktop 2. I'm going to put this on desktop 2. And I'm going to say to desktop 2, there. And now I'm going to say Alt, take me to desktop 1. And I'm going to ask PowerPoint, what else can I look at? I have PowerPoint slideshow. Nope, that's not it. PowerPoint, the plan, which is no longer on the screen. So if I go over here, is it on the screen? Okay. My little kitty. Oh, so cute. Oh, he's such a cute and wonderful little boy. No, that's... Okay, so if I wave my hand here... Right. Okay, so that's a failure. What if I change to capture method automatic? How do I capture? So Microsoft Store, I don't need to. Chrome. Is this one full screen? This one might be it. No. What about this one? No. That's strange. PowerPoint exe. Okay. So let's go back over here. I mean, technically that could be progress. Right, because it wasn't even open. Let's see. Then I would do this. I go boop, 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 and I could just scroll the wheel mouse, and as I talk, I could advance the slides because my little scrolly wheel mouse right here. So at the very least, I'm watching myself on the same screen here, on the second screen here. Okay. It doesn't work. Yeah. That is such a shame. Okay. OBS, you are betraying me. Or maybe PowerPoint is. Ooh, window. PowerPoint, the plan. Okay, go back to the desktop. Go back over here. Go back. Wait, so I do this. Say, take you back over there. What happens if I do this then? So I'm back over here. I'm going to say, go back to this. I'm going to go. So this looks fine. The thing I'm sending out looks fine. But the challenge is boost. Now I'm full screen on desktop that is showing PowerPoint and in the same OBS. I'll do that so I know when my stream video shows up. Oh, I would also know there. Damn you. Okay. Now let's see. Back here. PowerPoint. It's like, how do you modify OBS? How do you make OBS? Like, I don't want to show my whole. Let me see, match title. Dag nabbit. Client area? What is that? Okay. I will see. I guess I probably have to ask away on that because I would like to be able to capture full screen PowerPoint while maybe I ask that. Find somebody who might know. Maybe I tweet at PowerPoint themselves and explain my situation, and they say something because actually they're probably very okay. Demographics, yes. So we want to talk about them. So through demographics, we talk about the size of the addressable market, the copy paste, expected value of the niche. No. What about power of the network effect is actually a serendipity. So problem networking is hard. The solution community engagement. Solution. Community. That's it. No, the solution is community. It's also education. So let's say about people. Is about education. It's about people. It's about education. And then we said we wanted to create serendipity. So let's say serendipity, the network effect. Each guest will each guest will have friends, colleagues, classmates, and who admirers would watch one, would consume one episode with the person they know. Each listener might stay, could, for a Actually, it's not could, it's will. If they find value, if listeners find value, they will try another episode and may to friends and listeners find value. It's not a question, they will. Listeners find value. We also win for a somewhat limited for a very niche our stories produced telling our stories to each is a way to like we don't get, it's the thing, we don't get, you don't see you see, actually I've seen one programmer on Jimmy Fallon, that was Sean Murray of No Man's Sky, but like, what other programmer have you ever seen? How many programmers do you see interviews of? We have so many interesting stories to tell. Like, don't you want to hear the story of the first engineer to get hired on at No, it's not true. There are lots of stories. This would be more of them, and hopefully good ones, and hopefully human stories. And anyways, so serendipity, the network effect, serendipity, celebrating programmers. You know, I better look up the definition of serendipity so I know that I'm using it correctly, because, like, serendipity, not the film, just define it. Valuable or agreeable things that you weren't actually looking for. It's not actually serendipity, because I'm also looking for these things, but, like, nah, that's good. I'm going to leave that in. That's appropriate. Ship it. That's what we say. Looks good to me. Okay, here we are. The power of the network effect has been addressed. Now, demographics of podcast listeners. So this should have... slide break. Slide break. Section break. Business / to do, make this funny, enjoyable, relatable, amazing, just generally, space. Line it up right there, because these are comments. Do I just ship it with this in? Make this funny, enjoyable, relatable, amazing. Part 2. Just make pause for questions. Give and listeners emotional break. Emotional from information intake. Maybe shortly. Betrayal. Okay. Maybe show a picture of a cute baby or a puppy. Who knows? Okay, so section break, the business. So section 1 is, what is this? This yeah, oh, and actually, where's that slide? Here we go. Show the playhead. That'll be a reminder. I'll fix that later. Now, so I'm going to bed soon, but here we go. Demographics, yes. Estimated size of addressable market. Show phases. Comparable channels, known incomes. monetization strategy. Growth and expansion. Can I change this into a two-banger? How do I do layout changes? I could break this up a bit, can't I? Visually, layout, two guys. So here we go. So add text 1 will be scaling. Let's call it scaling. Okay. What's this? Demographics, estimated size of to do. There's gold in them thar bills. Estimated size of market. You can now go. Comparable channel. No, comparable known in content production. To do is okay. Summarize known streamer income. Summaries, disguised toast. Try to find a YouTuber's breakdown. Try to find a podcaster's breakdown. God, / might do it. Comparable markets. Analogous What's wrong? Analogous. Analogous markets, local radio, television. Owing to the network effect and Toronto-based cards for local radio. Recount the story of the time I bought ads in London, Ontario. Monetization strategy. Duh. Endorsements. Find those who want to talk to engineers in the local market. Recruiters may want to companies hiring to sponsor, come work with us. We're looking for XYZ. Companies with products they want the decision makers to might speak directly to our listeners. Run some numbers on the cost of hiring a developer. As being an advertising vector for such a targeted niche, offset concerns of CPM. With a lower listener count with ultra high quality name some like name some product, just the categories. Databases, frameworks, cloud services. Conferences, yeah, conferences. Those guys would pay for that. They would pay for that, right? They'd pay to talk to us. They do pay to talk to us. Okay, they pay a lot. They pay recruiters a shit ton to talk to us. So, if we're sitting around talking to each other and enjoying ourselves, would they not pay to talk to us there? Right? Anyways, this is the crux of the business, right? Scaling strategies, vertical and horizontal. Vertical scaling, the show grows in viewer count, and the quality of the information is such that developers from outside the launch market listen to the show. Advertisers drop in local advertising drops slightly, global advertisers find the channel more appealing. Rates go up. Horizontal. Pace of content production does not scale with it. Without hiring. Vertical, horizontal. Additional are in other major markets. Interviews are shared in the central channel with individual playlists per market. Perhaps a franchise model where is local owner sending and marketing additional interviewers are hired in other major markets. Hired owner interview. I like the owner interviewer model because you get that hustle. Okay. Interviews are shared in the central channel to improve distribution of all, improve pace of content production, scales does not scale. Quality of content increases. I mean, quality of content may vary across markets. hired in other major markets. NYC, San Francisco. What else? Austin, just Texas, you know, Seattle. Ads could be sales team. What's that? What's that? What's that? I've got a little bing bing. Dear Alexander, oh, Amazon's reaching out. What do you want to say to me? Yeah, things are going hopefully. Well, what might reply to this guy? And I'm watching alone. I just should have recorded this. I sure hope my boss doesn't. I sure hope my boss doesn't watch my podcast. It's also midnight almost, so yeah. Give me a moment. I think it is a good time to end the stream. If you are seeing this, you're seeing this on a YouTube playback, and so I would say thank you for stopping by and watching me work. I bet this was fascinating. Anyways, please comment, like, and subscribe. Share with your friends. I promise, one thing I promise as I sign off right now, one thing I promise, that this will not exclusively be me doing things where I am talking about the things that I'm going to do. I promise you that I will do proper, I mean, all of this is in preparation for when I actually try and deliver it in a tight, concise story. So that's what I'm saying. But, you know, anyways, good night.